Imagine waking up to the roar of a bulldozer at 6 a.m., only to find your sister's lifeline, her wheelchair ramp, being turned into rubble while the HOA boss hands her a $2,500 bill for the service, smirking like he's just won the lottery of petty power. But here's the twist that still makes me chuckle in disbelief. That quiet, wheelchair-bound sister he'd pegged as an easy target. She wasn't just any government drone. She was the damn state comptroller, the one who signs off on every penny of federal grants his precious HOA slurps up like free champagne. And oh boy, was he about to learn that karma doesn't just knock. It crashes through with a wrecking ball of its own. Let me paint the picture for you, folks. My name's Alex, and 3 years back, fate kicked our family square in the teeth. Our parents went down in a freak storm on I-70, leaving me and my sister Elena these twin bungalows in Willow Creek, a sleepy suburb outside St. Louis where the biggest drama used to be who won the annual chili cook-off. Elena's always been the brains of the operation. While I was out there slinging paint and drywall as a contractor, she buried herself in what she called tedious fiscal oversight for the state. Kept it vague, always just muttering about audits and compliance over dinner. After Mom and Dad passed, she'd hole up in her home office, fielding calls that sounded like they were straight out of a boring PBS documentary. Yes, Senator, the allocation guidelines stipulate. I'd tease her about being a pencil pusher, but damn if she didn't have this quiet intensity, like she was moving invisible chess pieces. Then, bam, 18 months ago, some texting fool rear-ends her at a red light near the old Walmart. Screech of tires, crunch of metal, and suddenly our lives are a montage of sterile hospital rooms and rehab sessions where the air reeks of antiseptic and desperation. Elena emerges in a wheelchair, her legs done for good, but her spirit? Still sharp as a tack. I drop everything to build her a ramp, top-notch, code-compliant beast with grip tape that could handle a Missouri ice storm. Railings etched to match the house's trim. Took me a month of weekends, $7,000 out of pocket. But watching her glide up it that first time, eyes misty but grin wide, worth every blister. City permits sailed through, no sweat. I assumed the HOA got the memo. After all, this is America, land of the free, right? Wrong. Enter Victor Hargrove, the HOA president who's basically a walking embodiment of every bad boss you've ever had, wrapped in a veneer of suburban sanctity. Victor, this 42-year-old real estate appraiser who'd slimed his way into the neighborhood from some upscale enclave in Kansas City, treated Willow Creek like his personal fiefdom. Divorced twice, shocker, given how he nitpicks everything from mailbox colors to how long you can leave your trash bins out. Picture him. Perpetual tan from fake bake sessions, wire-rim glasses perched on a nose that's always sniffing for violations, and a voice like a condescending GPS recalculating your every move. Community standards must be upheld, he'd drone at meetings, while fining old Mrs. Patel for her Diwali lights, clashing with seasonal decor protocols. His silver Audi? Spotless, like it had never seen a raindrop. The guy's idea of fun was patrolling with a measuring tape, citing folks for grass over 3 inches. It's about property values, he'd say. But we all knew it was about his ego. The dawn raid hit like a bad dream. I jolt awake to the growl of heavy machinery, rush outside in boxers, and there's Victor, clipboard in hand, directing a crew to rip Elena's ramp apart. Chunks of wood fly, metal groans, and Elena wheels out in her nightgown, face pale as the morning fog. What in God's name? I start, but Victor cuts me off with that oily smile. Unauthorized modification, Alex. No architectural committee approval. Rules are rules. Keeps the neighborhood pristine. Elena's just staring, tears silent, as the diesel stink chokes the air. He hands her an invoice, $2,500 for remediation services. Payable in 30 days, he adds, like he's doing us a favor. I lunge forward, but Elena grabs my arm, whispering, "Not now." Later, we learn the notice went to the wrong address. A clerical error, Victor claims, but no grace period for us. Daily fines kick in, $150 a pop until compliance. The neighborhood whispers start. Those siblings always cutting corners, probably trying to scam insurance. Elena takes it all stoically, nodding along, but I catch her in her office, phone glued to her ear, voice low and commanding. Review the grant disbursements. Yes, cross-reference with ADA mandates. I figure she's lawyering up. Little did I know. 72 hours post-demolition. Victor shows up at our door like a loan collector from a mob movie, flanked by his sidekick, Lyle, a greasy attorney whose suit screams, infomercial special. Lyle's aftershave hits like a chemical weapon as they strut up the walk. Alex, Elena, Victor says, grin wider than a shark's. Time to chat about your predicament. Predicament? My sister's basically imprisoned in her own home because this clown played Wrecking Crew. Lyle slaps down a sheaf of papers. Crisp, official looking. Fines total $4,200 now, plus removal. Lien on both properties if not settled in 48 hours. They even call my city permits bogus, since HOA trumps all, apparently. Fraudulent construction. Victor tuts, eyeing Elena like she's a prop in his morality play. We could report this to licensing boards, Alex. Wouldn't want that on your record. I ball my fists, but Elena stays cool. And the payment terms? She asks mildly. Victor smirks. Cash or check? Standards, you know? As they leave, I explode. Why the hell are you so calm? She just smiles faintly. Patience, brother. The system's got its own bulldozer. That night, my contractor instincts kick in. Old boss always said, when they're hurling rules, check their own backyard. While Elena murmurs into her phone about fiscal audits and selective enforcement, I hit the county records office. Fluorescent buzz, dusty files smelling like forgotten history, and jackpot. Victor's own sunroom edition, rushed through last year, skips HOA review and jets 2 feet over setback lines. City code violation city. Hypocrite much? Dig deeper. 7 other residents got slaps on the wrist for similar slip-ups. Grace periods, friendly warnings. The Miller's gazebo? Overlooked, no biggie. But us? Dawn raid. Clear as day. Victor's playing favorites, probably to curry favor with his investor pals eyeing flips. Under Missouri law, that selective BS can tank an HOA's whole enforcement gig, equal protection and all. I burst into Elena's office with the docs. We've got him. She scans them, eyes gleaming. Intriguing, she murmurs, then shuts the door for another call. Compile the discrimination patterns. Tie to federal funding strings. I think she's prepping a lawsuit. Neighborhood buzz ramps up. Mrs. Klein films from her blinds. Old Mr. Torres slips us a note. He's hit us all. Fight back. A whisper network forms. Even the local diner owner offers free coffee and ramp rebuild tips. Victor's fines climb to $2,000, and he files to yank my contractor license over shoddy work. Irony? While he's gunning for me, Elena's building a dossier thicker than a phone book, documenting every sneer, every fine. 2 weeks in, Victor stages his masterpiece. An HOA meeting dubbed Upholding Integrity, complete with a slideshow that'd make a corporate hack proud. Community hall smells like burnt coffee and tension. 40 neighbors shuffle in under buzzing lights. Victor clicks through pics of Elena's mangled ramp. Fellow residents. He intones, voice dripping piety. We must address flagrant disregard for protocols. He calls the ramp an eyesore hazard, ignoring its ADA perfection. Some folks believe they're above the community covenant, he says, glaring at Elena, who jots notes serenely. Playing victim won't cut it. My blood boils, but I wait my turn, then fire back. Funny you mention rules, Victor. Laptop whirs. I flash his sunroom violation. Your addition's illegal too. And these. I list the favored cases. Equal enforcement? Or just picking on the new widow in a chair? Gasps ripple. Victor flushes. Verbal pre-approval from prior board. He stammers, no proof. Then his cronies, 4 flippers buying up lots, vote to table it 6-4. Fines double to $300 daily. He bangs the gavel like a tin pot king. Elena wheels forward. Interesting points on grants and oversight, she says mildly. HOAs on federal dollars must follow anti-bias rules, right? Victor's eye twitches. Irrelevant. Post-meeting, neighbors swarm. He find my kid's lemonade stand. A Facebook group blows up to 150 members overnight. Reporter Mia starts probing HOA books. Victor hires security patrols. Goons eyeballing us like we're in a police state. But Elena's calls intensify. Initiate compliance review. Full audit. 3 days later, Victor goes full villain. I wake to a city inspector slapping a red tag on Elena's house. Inaccessible dwelling. Violation for disabled occupancy. The guy winces. Anonymous tip. Victor's work. Tagging the home he made inaccessible. Then a sheriff serves me a restraining order. Harassment via public accusations. Fabricated threats. Banning me from HOA spots, half the hood. Rumors fly. Alex is violent. Elena's faking for sympathy. Backed by radical groups eroding family values. Classic deflection. I trace the money. Victor's appraisal firm snags every HOA gig. Inflated bids for lawn care, $40,000 versus $12,000 market. Pool fixes, $10,000 for a filter swap. Kickbacks galore, tied to federal grants. Fraud City. Show Elena. She nods predatorily. Useful. Her next call, launch fraud probe. Coordinate with DOJ. Neighborhood's a powder keg. Cameras everywhere. Wellness checks that feel like shakedowns. Victor's paranoia peaks. Flyers label us agitators destroying suburbia. The climax brews at Victor's Community Harmony Summit in Town Hall. Invites to Paul's, media, his flipper buddies. He preps a smear fest. Flyers claim I'm a hothead with assault history. Lies. Elena a grifter milking disability for cash. We play desperate. I rally 40 supporters, prepping tearjerker speeches. Behind scenes, Elena's orchestrated Armageddon. AG agents incognito. Feds on speed dial, media primed. Hall packs 110 strong. Air thick with sweat and whispers. Victor launches. Tonight, we excise the rot. Clicking slides of our crimes. This ramp endangered kids. Rules protect us all. He motions to ban us permanently. Special folks think covenants don't apply. I counter emotionally. My sister's crawling stairs because of your ego. Fines are bankrupting us. Audience murmurs sympathy. Mayor steps up, grinning. Special guest tonight. Doors swing. Silence. State Comptroller Elena Vargas. Victor blanches like he's seen a ghost. Cameras flash. Elena wheels up. Victor, you've tormented the woman who oversees your $300,000 yearly grants for months. Educational, I hope. Chaos erupts, neighbors cheer. Victor stammers. I control allocations. She slices. Your grants demand ADA compliance. You violated everyone. AG rises. Subpoenas fly. Feds announce fraud probes. Freezing assets. Class actions loom. Victor unravels. Misunderstanding. Political hit. Security hauls him out mid-rant about deep state overreach. The fallout? Victor gets 15 months federal time for fraud and rights abuses, $200,000 restitution. Firm bankrupt. License yanked. He flees state, but records haunt him. Neighborhood rebirth. New Pres Mrs. Klein enacts fair bylaws. Potlucks replace patrols. Values soar 15%. Folks flock to a hood that protects, not persecutes. Elena's Vargas Act mandates HOA training. Ombudsman statewide. Model for 15 states. I launch an accessibility firm, turning rage to ramps for families. Elena's ratings skyrocket. Our bond? Ironclad. Stolen funds fund upgrades, gardens, ramps galore. Annual Access Day barbecues draw crowds. Media frenzy. Mia's series exposes abuses nationwide. Doc, leveled wins awards. A year on, Elena's ramp gleams. Plaque reading. For those who rose above. Kids play there. Flags wave over a free suburb. Mrs. Klein's cams catch parties now. Torres's diner buzzes with plans, not plots. So, was Victor the real victim of overreach? Or just a bully who finally met the system he abused? Drop your take below. Did rules protect the community or just his throne?